Hey, what's up, guys? Another stream on PilotEdge. We're here again in French Valley. I've got the Bambino SR20 again. You can see here the 328 Tango Delta tail number. That's not me in the cockpit. I can't figure out a way to get that guy out of there, but I figure it'd be cool to start here. Standing on the wing and checking out the plane that we're going to fly today. Love the Cirrus planes, SR20 and the SR22. This is the plane by vFlyteAir. I think it's like 26 bucks. Worth every penny. GPS works pretty well, and the only thing that's an issue with it is the autopilot's kind of strange. It doesn't really function as you would want it to, but it does. If you know the tricks, it'll work okay. So just walk over here, make sure I'm not tripping in my room here, and I could show you the whole plane. There it is. Right there. Window, doors wide open. Ready to roll. Okay, let's climb inside. Don't want to, all right, here we go. Phew. All right, cool. Got to remember to close the doors before we go here. But thanks for joining the stream, guys. You can see from the map, we're at French Valley. Let me get the, show you what we're going to do. Just going to be doing some pattern work today and flying around just like I did yesterday. And just trying out this. Yesterday I was in the Cessna. Today I'm going to be in the SR20. So pattern is, we'll listen to the ATIS, but it's right pattern 36, runway 36, which is what we're expecting. So let's get this thing cranked up and going here. So let's get our batteries on. We do have a checklist, which is kind of cool. All right, before starting engine, pre-flight inspection, which we've already done. Weight and balance. Make sure we've got. Let's make sure we've got enough gas. Let's go at like 3/4 of a tank. Plenty of gas. Okay, and emergency equipment on board. Passengers just going to be me. Seatbelt is adjusted and secure. So let's go to next. Start the engine. External power connected. Brakes on hold, which they are. Battery master switch is to on, which it is. Strobe light on. We could use plane command. Turn strobe light on.
Strobe lights on.
Okay, let's see what else. What lights are doing? Turn nav lights on. Turn on nav light. Okay, we'll just do that by manual. All right, altitude gyro. Okay, it's out of view. Mixture, we want in full rich. Okay. Power lever, full forward. Fuel pump to prime. 1, 2, 3. And then to boost. Okay. Parallel area clear. Bring back throttle to 3/4. And clear prop. And we're going to start up now. Ooh, let's get that throttle back a little bit. Starting to take off there. Probably had a little bit too much throttle there. Okay, power lever back. Oil pressure check. We're gonna be, there's pressure. Okay, we're looking okay. Vacuum system, assume that's okay. Alt switches on. The alternators. Get our nav light on. We don't need landing lights, and we should be good to go. Avionics is on. Engine parameters, we'll check those. External power disconnect. Amp meter indication. Okay, next would be, before takeoff, it's going to be flaps, radios, cabin heat, and fuel selector. And taxing, release parking brake. Oh, we'll figure all that stuff out. So, good. All right, we could just check our engine if we want real quick. This is the engine parameters or gauges. So we're just looking at, where's our Looks like our amps are okay, vacuum's okay, everything's looking nice and tidy. Cool. So guys, I won't be able to see chat while I'm doing this, unfortunately, so I'll be checking it from time to time. But we are good to go here. Let's get this door closed over here, and this one closed over here. Should quiet things down in the cabin a little bit. All right, we want to set our comms. So comms are here are going to be 122.8, which I already have, and the ATIS is 119.25. Set COM2 to 119.025.
COM2 set to 119.02.
All right, so we got COM1 and COM2. Where's our COM? So let's listen to ATIS.
Murrieta, French Valley Information, India. 2000 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 12, dew point -25. Altimeter 2992. Arriving runway 36, departing runway 36. Advise on initial contact, you have India.
Okay, we have India, good. All right, let's get hooked up to PilotEdge. It's got us as a SR20, beautiful.
Connected to PilotEdge.
We got to remember when we talk here, we're going to be talking as a Cirrus. So used to talking as to ATC, or I should say CTAF, as a Cessna, but this time we're going to be talking as a
November 331 Bravo Kilo. We are Cessna 172 landing at runway 7 Bravo Kilo.
Okay. What's runway 7? Is that me? Airport. Take a look at F70. Let's look at the runway. So it's either 18 or 36. We're going to be on 36, so not sure who that guy is. We're at 122.8. 122.8 is our comm, so switch comm 1.
COM1
the new call sign, you have to
121.8.
Set comm 1 to 121.5.
COM1 set to 121.5.
Set comm 2 to 121.5.
It's 99 Fox 5, runway 29
COM2 set to 121.5.
Switch comm 1.
COM1 set to 122.8.
Okay. So now if we want to listen to general aviation, which is 121.5, I could just switch on comm 1. Sorry, comm 2. And we should be able to hear that. Okay, we can listen to that later. So we're just going to do a pattern here and then fly out to the, we take a look at the, Typico, how you doing? Good to see you. If you take a look at the map here, French Valley is a pretty open area. Definitely to the south it's very open. To the north we start to run into airspace for what is this, Marriage Airport, so we want to kind of stay away from that. Probably going to fly to the south towards Temaluka, I guess that's how you pronounce it. And you know, so we'll flip the pattern a few times and then we'll fly to the south, just check out the southern area of French Valley, and then we'll come back to land from the south. So pretty straightforward. Just a fun hour or so of working out on PilotEdge before the barbecue this afternoon. My son's coming home today, which is great. So whole family will be here. I do have my my pedals, rudder pedals. So let's see, those are working good. Ailerons working good. I think we're good to go. So we could just taxi to 122. We're going to be talking to CTAF here. We're going to taxi to 36 and fly the pattern. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, taxiing from hangars to runway 36, French Valley. Alright, brakes off. And we are good to go. I haven't heard anybody else in the area here, so nobody coming. The one thing you have to watch in this airport, the AI takes off from the other side, the 1.8 side instead of the 3.6 side, so you gotta be careful about that. Love this plane. Definitely my favorite plane that I have. A little run-up area over here. We'll go over there and do our run-up. I like French Valley. It's a nice area to fly. People usually never come here. Although I would like some people to come here. If you're watching me and you're on PilotEdge, come on here and fly some patterns. Why not? Alright, let's set our brake. Alright, good. So yeah, yes, Typico, I did buy this plane. It was 27 bucks. vFlyteAir is the company. Thought it was worth it. So let's get, we're going to do a run up here. Get our engine. Okay, we get our RPMs up to 1800. Okay, that's good right there. Right, down 100, good. Back up to 18. Left magneto down about 100, good. So we're good to go there. Throttle back. And let's set our trim to takeoff. The little trim indicator right there. You get to put the blue on the white and you're set for takeoff. We're going to want our flaps at 50. Fuel tank selector is fine. And we're good to go. French Valley traffic, Cirrus SR20 Tango Delta, departing runway 36 for closed traffic. French Valley. All right, so we're just going to be doing some pattern work. It's a right pattern. Brakes off. Let's go. A little different than landing the Cessna. There's some similarities with this plane, but it's a little bit different. Everything good, everything good. No AI taking off that way, good. We want a little right rudder. Okay, flaps up, seatbelts on, doors closed, controls work. We want to set our heading. Setting the heading, just press the heading bug. It's basically 000. And we're good to go. So here we go. .70 is our speed, airspeed's alive, and rotate. Nice easy takeoff. So it's 1300, we want to be below 2300 for pattern altitude. Flaps up. Try to keep a nice tight pattern here. French Valley traffic, Cirrus SR20 Tango Delta, turning right, crosswind 36, French Valley. Okay. We don't need full blast power here. There's our first, and where's our, there it is. French Valley traffic, Cirrus SR20 Tango Delta, turning right, downwind 36, French Valley. This plane's a little quicker than the Cessna, so you gotta be cognizant of that. All right, there's our field. Just look for that hump right there, which is basically my, and I'm just on the hairy edge of the pattern here, so I want to get my trim down a little bit here. .140 knots is way too fast. Let's do a touch and go. French Valley traffic, Cirrus SR20 Tango Delta, turning right base, runway 36, touch and go, French Valley. All right, there's our right base turn, flaps to 50. Probably going to turn final here. French Valley traffic, Cirrus SR20 Tango Delta, turning right final, runway 36, French Valley. Touch and go. Flaps are full. .90 knots. I want to slow that down a little bit. 80 knots. Flaps up, full power. Gotta watch the rudders. And rotate. Oh, I should have had my flaps at 50 there. Okay. Let's try one more. I'm just going to keep them at 50. There we go. French Valley traffic. Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right, crosswind 36, French Valley. Turn right by these power lines. Well, it's probably dangerous. I know where my hump is right there. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right downwind 36, French Valley. Nice tight pattern. Nice. We already have our flaps at 50, so do another touch and go, then we'll depart the pattern to the south. Plane's fun to fly, it really is. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right base for 36, touch and go, French Valley. Alright, so we'll do our right base, flaps to full, and on the throttle at all times. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning final 36, touch and go, French Valley. Alright, here we go. A little high. And a little fast. It's okay though, we're going to do a touch and go, so. Little fast. I'll bring it in steep and I'll flare it out. Now I'm floating, that's not good. Alright, let's flare it. Throttle to idle. Okay, flaps to 50, power up, and rotate. I'll take that. See, there's an AI airplane getting ready to take off. Flaps up. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning right, crosswind 36, French Valley. I'm not too worried about a tight pattern here because I'm going to be taking off to the south. French Valley traffic, Skyhawk 328 Tango Delta, turning right, downwind 36, French Valley. Now that guy on the runway I'm not sure what he's doing, if he's doing a left or a right. Good question. Just keep an eye out for him. Alright, let's turn our comms on, comm 2. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta departing the pattern to the south, climbing to 3,500 French Valley.
Air 169 Tango Whiskey Palomar Tower, runway 24, clear to land.
Now that's the 121.5 channel, so we can listen just in case he wants to talk to me, although I'm assuming that he could break into 122.8 if he wanted to really talk to me. Oh, my transponder. Ooh.
Air 5218 Foxtrot Torrance Tower, runway 29, right taxi via Alpha Juliet.
I didn't have my transponder on. 1200 squawking altitude. Got to do that. I like that nearest airport's on too, so. We're going to get to 35 and we'll let's level off.
Alright, 85317, Las Vegas ground sig.
It's very fast for a single engine.
Says RA 85317, Las Vegas ground, say again.
You can get it up to about 150. The only thing I don't like
RA
about
85317, Roger, runway 25, right taxi via Charlie Bravo.
is you have to balance the tanks. It doesn't have a both setting for the tanks. Just looking on the map, there's pretty good patterns, pretty tight patterns. Just beautiful. Looking really nice. What I love about this plane too, it's got a really nice windshield, so you've got a nice field of view. Actually feel like I'm in it. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we're about 5 miles south of French Valley right now. 6.6 miles actually.
Cherokee 98012, runway tower, left close traffic approval, report midfield downwind each time, runway 27, cliff takeoff.
That dude talks fast. This is all open space to fly in. Although there is a route right there, so.
Air 5218 Foxtrot Torrance Tower, right crosswind departures approved, runway 29, right cliff takeoff.
Probably should be careful about route. Actually, I want to go the other way. What am I doing? Flying into the route. Airport's over there. See if I can see it with the zoom. there. So find it when we have to. See what I mean? It's just I just love flying around this area. Yeah, Typico, unfortunately, you can't do that in VR in X-Plane. You can't show exterior views. What I'll do is when I land, I can shut down VR and go into 2D, and I can show you my landing, but I can't switch. You can't switch camera views with FlyInside, unfortunately.
Airfox 218 Foxtrot, Hawthorne Tower. Squawk 3102, join main route, main outside Bravo airspace to the left. Southwest 129, Los Angeles Center, send via Lucky 1 arrival. Checker 012, runway 7, clip the option.
Plane at the airport's right there. Check our frame rates. I'm getting 27. Okay. With third-party plane, that's pretty damn good, and I have FlyInside on the max setting now, so that's giving me much better visuals inside the headset. There's our airport right over there. You gotta remember it's a right pattern, so when we land, we're gonna have to enter the pattern. I'll probably enter from the downwind. We'll just fly up north here a little bit.
One 69 Tango Whiskey, Roger, taxi parking via Alpha, have a good day.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to take my Cat 3. It's basically pattern work at St. Louis Airport, so it's pretty easy. 3 laps with the option, and
9 Tango Whiskey, stand by. Put it in right now.
a lot of fun. So yeah, so I'm 47% throttle, and I'm doing 130 knots, and I've got.
9 Tango Whiskey, pass for the I-2, good job, have a good day.
I'm pretty lean here.
18 Foxtrot, contact Los Angeles Tower, 19.8.
I'm only at 2,700 feet, so we're not that high up. Airport right there.
5218 Foxtrot, Los Angeles helicopters, I didn't say altitude.
Yeah, that's a bummer. FlyInside, you know, I've talked to Dan Church about that, or he sent him emails about it, and they're trying to fix
18
that.
Foxtrot, radar contact, clear to Bravo airspace, mid route northbound. Enter Bravo airspace established on the mid route. Look like you're a little to the east there. Maintain VFR 2500, altimeter 3000.
Love listening to ATC. It really helps you learn what the hell you're doing. Now, one thing I'll say about this plane, vFlyteAir acknowledges that their G1000 needs work. I mean, it's enough to, you can put flight plans in it, you can use it for navigation, you can use it for the engine control stuff, but it's lacking some features, and they say they're working on improving that. Now, what I was thinking is, X-Plane, Laminar's working on a G1000, so, you know, it could be, if they come out with one, why wouldn't vFlyte just use theirs, you know? So I'm sure Laminar is going to do a great job on it. Airport's over there. Alright, so we got to wash ourselves in this airspace, so we're going to turn here. PilotEdge, you got to always remember to squawk your altitude. 1200 is the VFR for your transponder. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, 4 miles north of runway 36. We're going to enter the pattern on the downwind French Valley. Alright, so everyone knows we're going to enter the pattern on the downwind here.
018. Runway 27, clip the option. Correction. 012, runway 27, clip the option.
Don't need COM 2 anymore. Alright, so here we go. We're going to enter on the downwind. There's the hump. It's a nice lineup for the hump's right in front of you right there at 12 o'clock, and at 1 o'clock is the airport, or 2 o'clock, so it's like a nice lineup. And we're entering the pattern. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta entering downwind runway 36, French Valley. Alright, now we're in the pattern. Once you go below that 1,000 feet, you're in the pattern, so we're going to do our right base, and we're going to land 36. Like I said, guys, just a quick stream. We want our mixture to full. Gas is fine. Undercarriage we don't have to worry about, and prop is fine. Let's get our flaps to 50. Start to slow down here. Wish you guys could see this in VR. It looks awesome. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta turning right base for 36, full stop French Valley. Alright, there's our right base call. And we should be right there, a little low. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, turning final, 36, full stop, French Valley. Flaps to full. A little high now. Runway in sight. 80 knots, a little slow. Beautiful. Right on the money, baby. Right on the money. A little high, coming in steep, but that's okay. I'm going to flare it out right here. And throttle. Oh, we're just floating there a little bit. This is not a great landing. Throttle to idle. Back wheels first. Front wheels. Ooh, a little hoppy. And the rudder kicked in there. A little all over the place. Not one that you're proud of. That's okay. Not one I'm proud of. Slow the plane down. Oop, crap. Still getting used to these damn rudder pedals. French Valley traffic, Cirrus 328 Tango Delta, clear runway 36, taxiing to transient parking. Alright, that was kind of a messy landing, but that's okay. So that King Air right over there. Kind of took the shortcut here, but that's alright. Let's take this one to the end here. Alright, we'll look at that landing. Why not? Alright. Brakes. Beautiful. Set the parking brake. Okie dokie. Alright, well, let's see. The interior is definitely beautiful for sure. Alright, let's power this baby down. Let's see. So we want mix. Well, let's look. We have a procedure, I think. Climb, cruise, before landing, after landing. Shut down. Fuel pump is off. Throttle to idle. Ignition switch to cycle to 0. Mixture cut off. All switches to off. Magnetos off. ELT. I think you actually do this first, and then all switches off. And we have a dark cabin. All right, cool. So let's check out what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to shut down. You save the flight first. Cirrus Replay 1 save. Now we close. That stuff. Come on. Yeah, I really do like this plane. It's a great plane. And you know what I like about it is the guys from vFlyteAir, they're really behind the product. Like they definitely are constantly updating it and, you know, trying to do a good job to, you know, to improve it. And they have a message board on xplane.org. Let's see, Cirrus Replay 1, where they talk about it constantly. So it's awesome. I just think they do a great job with it. That's why I invested in it. You know, I was thinking about that or the Eclipse jet, and I decided to go with that. All right, let's get this thing loaded here. And we will check out the landing. We'll check out the landing. It was a nasty one. Well, we could check out some of the landings from what do you call it? From my my pattern work. We could do that. If you guys want to rate me on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm happy to hear your thoughts. I know the last one would probably be about a 4. You like to see me flying a jet? Yeah, I'm sticking with the props for now, Typico. I just like flying the prop planes, the GA prop planes. But yeah, if I do get a jet, it'll probably be one of the smaller jets like the Eclipse. But you know, I kind of went on a little bit of a buying spree of planes, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm not. I think I'm done now. So, in any event, let's get this to chase plane. Oh, I got to go to here, and I got to change this to proportion. And there's my plane. That's the Bambino plane right there. Custom livery work done by yours truly. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Any event, let's fast forward here. There's the run up. Let's watch the takeoff. Let's watch this takeoff. David, thanks for joining the stream. This is a Cirrus SR20. It's made by a company, I'll type it in. It's vFlyteAir. Yeah, Dave, you can find it on xplane.org. I will tell you the G1000 is a little bit limited, but if you look at their thread on xplane.org, they definitely stand behind the product. Alright, so we're making our crosswind turn here. A little bit faster. Here's going to be our base turn. Kind of do a base into a final here. I undershot it in the air. Here I go, kind of swing this down. Smooth shadow. Now, there's a little bit of a bounce there. A little bit of a bounce there. Oh, we didn't do two. What I did before. I guess I only did one. So they were just going to fly out. If they land. I tell you, it's one of my favorite planes that I've bought so far. So I bought the Coronado SR22, which is more expensive, and that is a dog in X-Plane 11. It just, the frame rate is so terrible. So I got my money back for it, and xplane.org gave me my money back for it. So they were suggested by the Eclipse, and I checked this plane out, and what I liked about it was it's still a Cirrus. I wanted a Cirrus. And if you look on xplane.org, there's a thread for this particular plane that's constantly updated by the developer, Mario, and it starts with a D. And they're continuously improving this plane, which is what I loved about it. You know, a $27 investment, and they're basically going to be continuing to improve it. And that's what you want, right? So, in any event, I bought it. So, I'm very happy with it. What's really cool about it is they give you the Photoshop files. So if you want to do your own custom liveries, they make it really easy for you. They call it Painter's Kit, but basically it's the what is it? What's the file format for Photoshop? Whatever it is, PSD. The PSD file, so it's easier. Everything's layered, and you can easily. Well, not easy, but it makes it easy. Alright, so this is my downwind. 100% worth $19. Jump on that. Be my base turn. This is going to be the ugly land. Before I started flying in VR, I could never line things up like this. Come right into it like that, perfectly lined up. I was never able to. Look at that, right on the money. Now, landing's another story. It's definitely steep. Deep and fast. Floating. Floating. Coming down nose first, not good. Then I get back. Bounce, bounce. Getting used to the rudder pedals. They definitely are, they make a big difference for sure. Do you use rudder pedals, David? Yeah, be traded. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting used to using those pedals or not using the pedals. You know, I find that mostly when you land, especially in no wind, you really need no rudder at all. Very little. Yeah, I'm using the CH2. It's odd. I just think they're really sensitive. I've tried to dial them back as much as I can. They're very, very sensitive. And, but yeah, I think it just takes some getting used to. You know, I think trying to steer the plane once it's down, I mean, I really should look into this, because I think once it's down, trying to steer the plane while it's rolling at 80 knots or 70 knots is not a good idea, right? You should probably just let the plane slow down a little bit, get the flaps down and toe brake it. And, you know, I don't know. I think it's just a touchy thing, because you're not dealing with the real thing. You're dealing with a simulated pedal and a simulated plane. So I don't know. It's just are you disabling nose gear steering? No. You mean before you land? Oh. So right here, where it says nose gear steers. So would that be what you would do in a real in the real world? Would you disable nose gear steering until you land and then you enable it? Is that how it works in a real Cirrus, let's say? I'm just curious, Tom, if you know that, because I mean that would, you know, answer the question. You know, but theoretically, if you don't touch, I mean, I'm thinking if you don't touch the rudders once you land, the planes just keep going straight, right? As long as there's no wind. If there is wind, then you might have to, you know, you might have it might be a different situation. I don't know. I guess I'll try that. Wonder if there's a way to do that with like a voice command. Good, it's a good call. I'll try that. I'll try that. I'll try that out. We'll see. I mean, you definitely need it during taxiing, but we'll see. We'll see if that makes a difference. Thank you. It's a good idea. Anyway, guys, well, I'm going to call that a stream for now. I think I'm going to go fly a little bit in private on PilotEdge. I might take my... Oh, you're in VR also. Okay. Tom, are you using Oculus Rift or Vive? All right, so nose gear steers. All right. Oculus, cool. How do you like it, Tom? Let me ask you this. For the folks here that aren't using VR, how would you rate it versus flying in 2D? A step up or a step back? You love it. Cool. Yeah, me too. Let's take a look at the tower. French Valley Tower. Way up. I agree with you. You know, people, and I don't know if you saw, I have a guide to VR flight simulation. I put out a video last week on that. And, you know, what I basically said is, you know, for the loss of clarity in images in the distance. Even in 2D, the images in the distance aren't that clear. What you gain from depth is just phenomenal, because having the ability to to be able to turn the plane, or do coordinated turns, being able to look at everything else, and in your environment, it just makes it so much easier. So, yeah, I'm glad to hear that. So cool. Another member of the VR Flyers Club. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the stream. I appreciate you guys checking it out. I'll probably be back tomorrow at some point. I'm working on a couple of other new videos that I think you guys are gonna like. I'm trying to, I'm trying to stick to informational stuff that'll help those of us flying in VR get better experience out of it, and I think that's what people want to really see. And also, obviously, doing my cat testing and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure you're looking forward to that, Typico. That's awesome. My pleasure, Tom. Guys, all right, guys, I'm gonna sign off here again. Happy 4th of July. Have a great rest of the weekend, the long weekend, if you will, and I'll be back soon. Take care, guys.